Hi boys and girls, today we're going to work on a rainbow project, and I love the rainbow project because it reminds us of God's covenant between Him and us, His people. He hung the rainbow in the sky as a sign to us that He would never flood the earth again, as the earth was flooded in Noah's time. And I just really like that because it's a promise from God. So next time you see a rainbow, which you should soon because it's spring, then remember that that's a sign from God. So look in your packet and the things that you're going to need out of your packet. You're going to need this this white cardboard semicircle or half circle. You're also going to need some of these tissue streamers and these cotton balls. It's time for the cotton balls, more yarn, and you will need both glues. You have two glues. Get your scissors out, you'll need those, possibly a pencil, and you need to open up these oil pastels because we're going to use these. All right, so on your rainbow, the first thing we're going to do is put some color on here, and we're going to do that with the oil pastels. Or if you have some paint at home and you want to paint, I painted a few of these stripes because I had some paint, and then the rest of them I did with oil pastel. So you can do both like I did, or you can just use the oil pastels or the paints, whatever you want to do. All right, so we're going to make our stripes, and a real rainbow that God puts in the sky always has the color red at the top. And you don't have to do your rainbow in order like this, but if you want to do it in order, I've showed you how to do it in order here. But technically that's the way rainbow orders go of the colors. So red is always at the top, then orange, and I kind of mixed my red with my yellow to make orange, and then yellow, and then you get the green, and you've got two shades of green here to choose from, so whichever one you want to use is fine. And then blue, and I chose this. And then most people say the last color is kind of a purple lavender, but technically there is another color in here called indigo. So that makes 7 colors altogether. So if you're ever asked the colors of the rainbow, it would be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and this is the closest thing I have to violet, which is kind of like a violet purple color. So technically that's it, but if you just want to go blue and purple, that's fine. All right, so you're just going to get these, and you're just going to start laying down your color. I'm going to do mine in order with red at the top. And you need to make this neat, of course. I'm picky about that, you know. And just go ahead and do the big old red arch, and then after that you can go with your next color. If you're going in order, you're going to want it to be orange, and keep that neat. You can make your stripes on your rainbow, you can make them really wide, or you can make them really thin, or you can do some wide, some thin, some wide, some thin, if you like. Okay, and just keep that going all the way across, and just go ahead and finish out your rainbow. And I'm just going to leave this white down here at the bottom when I go through all my colors. And this rainbow will hang up, and because it has a string. And if it really bothers you that it's this color on the back side, then it's kind of messy looking. What you can do is get just a piece of white paper that you have around the house, and just give just trace, and then cut it out, and you'll have one of these that you can just glue on the back. Okay, and you can make rainbows on both sides if you want, and then your project will be two-sided instead of just one-sided like mine. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, you can. And then I need to find that, bink, just punch a hole, voila. All right, so we can do that if we want, and then make the rainbow business back here on this side too. And that way we can have a two-sided rainbow if you want, okay? So I suggest you pause the video right there and get all of your rainbow coloring done and then check back for the next step. Okay, so I colored my rainbow, and I did this last ring of color here in the purpley color, but it does not look very violet or purple to me, so I'm going to just add a little bit of pink, and you can do this too if you want, and then I'm going to blend it with my finger. Oh, I hope you guys are wearing some paint shirts or something, because this stuff does not come out of your clothes. So anyway, I hope you did that, and then I just did this, blended that with my blue. I blended pink into it so that it would look more like purple. So I've got all 7 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, light blue. I've got what I'm going to call indigo, and then I have what I'm going to call violet, or you can call it purple. Okay, so I finished all that. Oh, and if you want to, you can do the back side. All right. So I finished all that. Now I'm going to put on some streamers. So for this, you'll need your you need the glue stick for this, and you'll need your streamers. And if you have this, you just glue it to the back, or if you have this piece on the back, you're going to lift that up on the back side. And I'm just going to wipe a little glue stick under there and put these streamers on. And you can put whatever colors you want. Maybe you have a color plan or idea how to do that. And I'm going to glue this part back down. And you can do the same thing over here. Put some streamers on. And this is the last time that we'll need streamers, so you're free to use up all your streamers after this. Maybe you can, if you want to make more of these rainbows out of paper plates, you can even cut a paper plate in half if you have paper plates at home, and make more rainbows with your streamers that you have at home. All right, so I glued those on. This one, I just glued them on the back. So maybe you're going to do that. Maybe you're just going to glue it on the back, and that's fine. I glued mine under this white paper here. So, okay. All right, and then you can leave it like that. You can leave your streamers like that, or if you want to, you can do what I did over here. I cut the streamers. Ooh, this takes a little bit of patience. And I cut each streamer into 3 parts. Maybe you just want to cut it into 2 parts and just split it. So you can split your streamer, or you can leave your streamer whole, or you can cut your streamer into 3 parts like I did on mine. I just thought it looked really more whimsical and festive if the streamers were skinny and not so wide. But it's up to you, whichever you want. Okay, just a few more steps left and then we're done. So get some of your yarn. You're going to put that in the hole up here and tie a knot. And maybe you've been practicing tying knots, you know, and you're good. If not, if you have not been practicing knots, then this would be a good thing to practice and try at home. Practice making knots, all right? Right, and then the very last thing that you have to do is these cotton balls. Now for the cotton balls, you are going to use your Elmer's glue. This is when we have to use this. So you remember, just turn the nozzle on. Oh, make sure it's breathing. It is. And I just kind of like to fluff my cotton balls up a little bit. Some kids just glue these cotton balls on here and, you know, they look like cotton balls when you do that. But I kind of like to puff them up and pull them and stretch them, because these are supposed to be clouds. And when I break them up and puff them like that, they look more like clouds. And I'm just going to glue these right here where the cardboard ends and it meets the streamers, because it just kind of softens that edge. Also, it kind of hides any messies or boo-boos that I made down there at the bottom. So I'm going to do another cotton ball like this. Just kind of tear it up just a little bit. Make sure there's some glue under there to hold that on. And this is just going to look like a big puffy cloud. Okay, so you're going to do that to both sides, and you can do your clouds all the way across, or you can just do a set of clouds on this side and a set of clouds on this side. Then your rainbow is all finished, and you can hang it up and remember the promise of God.